in a little bit closer and make sure you're talking straight because it's very wonky currently.
Here.
Is that not all right?
Closer.
Yeah, that's cool. Cool. You can sit back and just chill. Yeah.
All right.
I feel like you might get hot.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but I've got a nip on currently, so I don't
Can't edit that out. Sorry.
That's yeah, we can't edit that. That's a clip. Got a nip on.
Oh
Alcal
my
2023.
Yeah. So, all right. Can't even introduce you as what store is anymore.
I know.
Unattached.
Free agent. Just FYI, everyone.
Who wants me?
Fucking sign her up.
Who wants some? I'll give it you.
I'll pay you.
To have me. I'll pay you to have me. Oh shit. All right. Welsh International chopper.
Yeah. We call her the chopper.
The chopper.
The chopper. The jackal queen. All right. I think we go.
Oh, so weird.
It is weird. I think we go down the vibe of. So I'll introduce her, and then you ask how she is, or how's life at the moment. You just come back from WXV.
Yeah.
She can talk a bit about that, get your nerves out, and then maybe we'd be like, oh, how actually are you? You've had a tough year, whatever.
Yeah.
How's that sound?
What can I say about WXV? Like, do I just say like...
Just be like, it was like, good, maybe something about good to go, like obviously second time in New Zealand in a year.
Yeah.
A bit of a different,
Or
got
maybe,
to see the place a bit
or
more.
maybe you ask more like, okay, you've obviously on the back of a long pre-season, how was that? You building for WXV, so maybe you can talk a bit, it can like spread your words around then. So you'd be like,
just be like a lot of learnings as well. That's always a
yeah,
good
but
thing
it's
to say.
all the same, learnings, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
How long are we going to
you also
learn
don't
for?
want to
How
bullshit
long
it
we going to
either.
fucking... Yeah. Because
But-
if I was listening to it, I'd be like, they've always say that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
it's
Do you get me?
This is true.
Well, just
Say like...
say.
Say it how it
Don't
is.
bullshit it. Just be like, I just think we're at a point now that, we need to be...
Putting performances in
Yes.
and winning.
Yeah, 100%. Maybe ask about how it's felt... Or we'll either us can ask. Maybe ask you how it felt being professional,
Yeah,
transition
we
into
talk about
that, because you can say maybe that you were doing your PGC and stuff.
Yeah.
Talk about that. And then,
All right,
ask
okay. And then
how you actually are.
Yeah.
You fucking hell.
But where's the tissues,
Emotion is,
actually?
actually get tissues on the
I don't know
ready.
where
They are. It's so fine to be emotional.
Okay.
Don't be scared, and you can swear as you want as well.
Okay.
Kitchen roll? That's a big boy.
We need that. I'll actually
right.
also say that I'm just
Put it down here, maybe. Right, do you want to like keep some?
take a roll off.
There you are. Would you like some?
Yeah, I'll take one too. I'll fucking need that. I don't need all of that. Fucking hell.
Catch my
Take that
tears.
over to wipe my ass.
That's plenty.
Alright, you can have some too. That is fucking weak, by the way. I don't know how I feel about that. Can we like fold it up a bit? It's gonna be in the shot.
It's gonna
Like
be in the
this.
shot.
It's gonna be in the shot. Put it like under your leg or something.
Oh, under my leg.
Bit
Yeah.
fo-
Oh no,
Like fold it like this.
What? Oh.
Make it a spat. This folded like it's mush. That's my Ffion Lewis impression.
I'm also gonna say I'm on my period, so I'm gonna be
Yeah.
very emotional during this episode.
Me too. I've wanted to kill people.
How should I say special episode? Or okay, fine. Are we good to go?
Right.
I wanna
okay,
clap.
actually, I've clapped.
Okay.
Just to clarify, I'm saying like, how are you? How's WXV? And we're not saying that. What
Yeah,
am I?
just be like, how are you? How's life at the moment? Like you've just
Come
a
off
big
the back of a big pre-season,
pre-season and
big
WXV in
international
New Zealand.
tournament.
How was that for you? How's your body doing?
How's the bod?
And then you'll talk about that, and then we can say about her transition. Well, how's the transition for you being into pro life? You were
Okay.
doing your PGC, and we'll talk about that, and then we can go into
Wonderful.
other stuff.
Got it.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Is that right with you, or what?
Yeah. If I if I fuck it up, I'll just
Do it again.
do it
You just
again.
say-
But you can. It's fine because actually being. It doesn't need to be scripted.
All right.
Being like fucking it up is actually better than not.
Okay.
Because
cool.
people. Yeah. It's
Raw.
yeah. It's
All
raw.
right.
All right. So are you
Bra.
right? Got your tits in.
Yeah. My nails, they're warm now.
Are your tits sitting comfortably? Are they ready to go?
Yeah, I've done it.
Where are we? Episode 9.
At 9, baby.
All right. Cool. We good to go?
Yeah, this microphone's
It's
annoying.
very annoying, yeah. It's very bendy-wendy.
Oh,
like.
do you know, that's the one.
That's
It's
the one.
there.
Cool. JCO back in the game.
Back like I never left, baby.
That's okay.
That is me when I return to
We'll
play.
have a bloopers just for this
I'm
episode
back like I
alone.
never left. Have you missed me?
All right, back in the room.
And we're back in the room.
Can you tap my phone?
Fucking Little Britain impressions.
Oh,
You didn't. I gave you the opportunity to. Trying to tap the time.
Genuinely.
5-2.
I could have done Little Britain.
All right.
I've got really good Little Britain ones.
All right. Well,
sorry.
Leslie Gill, see who I fucking well like.
It takes one to know one, doesn't it? Right.
It does take one to know one, yeah. That's my girl.
You're from Davin. You're posher than me.
Oh, fuck off.
Davin, posh.
It's literally, we're literally connected. The whole Vale connected to Davin.
Yeah, but posher.
Oh, we're not posh, Jesus Christ. Anyway,
Deep breaths, everyone.
we will get there in the end.
Yeah.
We will get there in the end. All right, can I go? I feel like you're going to laugh at me.
No, I'm not. You're making me laugh now.
I'm trying to be... This is the worst part. I can't. Can I water, please? It's very far away. No, you can leave it on the table. Just I can reach it. Then, you know.
Oh, the rug of coffee thing isn't in you. Where is it?
Oh yeah, that needs to be in there.
Oh, it needs to be an actual thing.
Yeah, where is
Oh,
it?
it's there on the floor. No, it's your thing.
Oh, God. Where did it go? It was just there.
Oh, I moved it.
Put it in front of your phone.
So that's how you
Is that
Can
right?
you
So you
check
get
this
paid?
not blocking us? What? We get paid.
to just put that there.
Yeah, and we give them like a section in the episode. I will do like a clip for them on Instagram. All right, I'm ready to go now.
Okay.
Oh, is it going to be for hours? Oh, I can smell it actually.
So nice.
Oh, we're doing that at the end though, right?
Yeah, it's just going to sit
Right,
there.
cool. I'm going now. All right, welcome back to episode 9. Episode 9. Flipping it.
So I thought you were like stopping and
No,
starting
I'm
again.
telling you.
It's crazy.
Gosh, we're on episode 9.
Gosh, we are on
Gosh,
episode 9.
God, yes.
One to go.
One to go.
Yeah.
Where we bring you a really special episode with Welsh international Alex Callender, the chopper, as we call her, the turnover queen, the smelliest person I know. Thank you for joining us. Really grateful to have you on.
Thank you. I'm really excited.
Yeah, we're very excited to have you on. How are you doing? How's the body feeling? Obviously, you've come off the back of a very long pre-season going into WXV. It was a pretty quick turnover from last season as well. So how's that all been going?
Yeah, I mean, the tournament itself obviously is disappointed with the performances and stuff and results, but I think ultimately it was like another time to go back to New Zealand as well and got to see the place a little bit more. Pre-season was brutal, I'm not going to lie to you. It was savage again.
Sorry,
But
we were just
We
on the
were just sat
sidelines
there like,
like,
oh yeah, this bike session's hard, isn't it? I was like, what's that? You've got 7 watt runs to the... Oh, shame.
Oh, another testing. Oh,
Not another one.
Gosh, not another one.
That was really good.
Thank you. When I'm doing my calf race on the side, like, oh gosh, oh, what a time to be injured. No, I'm joking. I would choose to be injured, but oof.
What a time to pick anyway.
What a time.
50th
What a
Bronco
time.
of the day.
Nah, don't.
How was the off-field stuff in New Zealand? Like you mentioned, going to see a bit more because obviously with World Cup we were literally like in 2 places.
Yeah.
Whereas got to like travel around a bit. What was that like? Any good coffee?
Yeah, but I don't know what the places are called. I don't really take.
I don't know where I
really
went.
take pictures of stuff like our coffee and things. Like I'm not good with stuff social
Where did you
media.
go?
Really
Wellington. Where else was it? Very guilty. Very good.
Very. The beer was nice though. It was lovely.
It's the most important thing for this girl.
Yeah, very true. But yeah, that was no coffee, no.
No, coffee was good, and I think like it was freezing last year in New Zealand. It was
Yeah.
warm, wasn't it?
I don't know. I thought it was going to be warm, and I took no winter clothes, and I had to buy a whole wardrobe because I didn't even bloody bring a jumper.
I brought
I
little
thought
crop
it was-
tops to me this time, and it was bloody
I
freezing.
didn't think it was warm last year. I thought it was cold
No,
too.
it was way
it was-
warmer last year.
Oh well, you were in
Windy
different places.
Wellington. I was like,
Earlier.
Last year though, wasn't it? Windy Valley.
Earlier. It was later, wasn't it?
No. We were. Oh yeah, you're right. God, I've got my
Well.
dates wrong. Well.
How have you found the transition going pro? Because obviously you've done your PGC.
Yeah.
Where are you at with that? And obviously now you're full time.
So basically, I had to put that on hold. So I've been finished year 2. I've only got 1 year left to do.
It's a
basically
3-year course, is it?
Yeah, so then I don't have
That's
to
wild.
do my... So it's basically like all in it. So my PGCE is all in the 3-year course. So I don't have to do a PGC after. So it's not a year
so like
1.
I've done a degree those
Yes.
3 years, and then I did
Yeah,
a year
yeah.
PGC on top. So yours is like a degree
All
PGC.
together as a
Oh,
3-year
that's
thing.
cool.
So I've only got 1 year left of that. So I've kind of just put that on hold to concentrate on rugby and stuff. But like last year was a shock to the system.
The girl that hates the gym.
Hates everything. Like
She bloody loves it now.
Loves to turn up
like,
and just get on with the rugby.
Yeah, but no, I'm like a different person. I bloody love the gym.
Yeah.
Like
I never thought I'd ever use
I
it.
just
know.
remember like a couple of months back in pre-season coming to the gym, and you were like RDLing like 80 kilos, and everyone around you was like doing 50, 60, and I was like, look at her go. Like,
I love an
actually-
RDL though. I love an
I know.
RDL.
I actually did say to you the other day though, I was like, you've changed. And I was like, I'm very impressed with your attitude now. Like, you're the last in the gym. Like, you're really taking it seriously. You've
But also,
completely
like,
I'm drinking
owned-
protein shakes. I'm drinking protein shakes.
Not a Corona, it's a
No,
protein shake.
protein shakes. What the hell, like?
but also like, how have you seen that change affect your rugby? Because like you've always been a great player, but then having the like that additional like bit of size, bit of like the athleticism that comes with like enjoying the gym and like wanting, like, how have you found that? Because you had an absolute world class Six Nations, so like, yeah, how have you found that on
It's
the pitch?
When I was actually like starting to enjoy the gym, like before that, I used to think, so what if I squat this? So what if I bench this? Like, who actually cares? And like, I was like, I can still play around the pitch or whatever. And since I've actually got stronger, like my carries are a lot more effective. I'm getting stronger hits. It's not just like soak up chops anymore. It's like on sauce or literally dominant tackles and stuff. So like, and then I'm like, Mike came up to me and he was like, yeah, see, I told you. If you actually work hard in the gym, then yeah, your performances do get better. And I'm like,
It's like I know what I'm talking about, really.
Yeah. He's like, Jesus Christ, you don't listen to me, do you? I'm like, no, I don't.
Yeah, but when you like literally when you see the payoff, you're like, oh, that makes sense
Yeah,
now.
it
All
does.
that time when I've been looking at Ffion in the gym last, being like, what the fuck's she doing?
CrossFit corner, like, no.
Hey! Still did my ACL. Squat low girls, protect the ACL.
Yeah, I'm
Still
in
went.
CrossFit cornering forwards and you're CrossFit cornering.
Yeah.
Just didn't
Yeah.
stop the ACL one,
Yeah.
did it? So
To be fair, I'm still on rack 6, like, do you know what I mean? I'm still going strong, but I'm
so
still
got like rack one. Rack one is the strongest rack. So for context, surely you've moved up now.
I feel like you
I'm
should have graduated a rack. Come on.
Yeah, maybe. I create my own rack, do you know what I mean?
I
Out
am.
the gym on her own, like I win you on my own because I deserve it.
Guns.
Guess what I'm getting for Christmas?
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
Lifters.
No, I've got lifters,
What are you getting?
purple straps,
Oh.
and a lifting belt.
Oh wow!
I'm a changed girl. I'm a changed girl. Yeah,
You asked
purple.
Santa for a lifting belt.
Yeah,
Wow.
I know.
This is actually mental.
It's insane.
You actually blossomed into this like.
freak.
Oi, we're not weird.
Welcome to the party.
I got pink lifting straps.
I obsessed, by the way.
Hey, they got padding. They don't hurt my wrists.
It's
they're
guaranteed,
dream.
guaranteed to add 10 kilos to any RDL.
Absolutely today,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah.
Class.
Yeah.
They're actually game changer girls.
Obviously, oh my god, your year has not been, the best for you. It's been really tough. How on earth like Gwen mentioned, had the best Six Nations I've ever seen you play. I don't know, like, how actually are you?
Like, sometimes shit. Sometimes maybe shit.
Sometimes maybe good. Sometimes maybe shit.
I was literally like, she's going to do it. She's going to do it. Sometimes maybe good.
Sometimes maybe shit. That's where I sat here crying. Oh my gosh.
I
just
knew
to let
you were going to
know,
make me cry.
I did warn you. I've just come on. She's the one. We've had a long training week. We're all sore. It's been a hard day training. Oh, welcome to the emotional club. Oh my gosh. I felt it in my throat as I was asking that question. I was like,
But
oh, for goodness sake.
honestly, some days I'm great. Some days I'm not. Like, genuinely, like, so when my mum actually passed away, like, it didn't like hit me. Like, it was so bizarre because you'd like spent so much time in hospital and stuff. She was like back and forth. Like, it felt as if like she was in hospital and she was coming back like the next day or something. So like, I'd come home from training and I'd be like, oh, it's fine, she's coming back. Like, I didn't process it. And I think that was like such a hard thing when I actually realised she wasn't coming back. I was like, do you get me? Like, it was so hard. Like, it's like so shit. It is the shittest thing. And like, I think that's why, like, when I came back into Six Nations, it was like kind of like a distraction kind of thing. Like,
Back
I
to
came back
normality
in,
almost,
yeah. I came back in and like I had so much support around me, and that's exactly what I needed. Like yeah, I'd have like a hug and be like, "You okay?" But also,
You wanted to get on with it.
And the girls did that. Like, coaches did that as well. So like, they treated me like normal. I came back in, and I think that's why I was just like, right, fuck it, let's just go for it.
Yeah. But I think if someone on the outside didn't know what you've been through, they wouldn't have a fucking clue. Like I said to you just now about your performance in Six Nations, I like look back and I'm like, how on earth did you do it? Like I said, if no one knew what you've just gone through, no one would have a clue, because how you've carried yourself and how, like, who can perform on the like you did, knowing what's just happened? Like, how the hell did you like, what was going through your mind to be like, do you know what, I'm gonna be class today. I'm gonna get man of the match. I'm gonna be class.
Do you know what kept me going is that the fact that, like, I was just like, well, my mum has gone through this fucking horrible disease for 5 years, and she used to get up every day with a smile on her face, carry herself, and just get on with shit. And I just, like, I thought she'd be like, Al, you're going back. You're going to bloody play rugby. You're going to do what you love, be around the people that you care about, that support you, and just go for it. And I think that's what genuinely kept me going, is that she was in the back of my head being like, come on, you've got this. Like, keep going, keep your head down. And I had this, like, different perspective when I came back, and it was so bizarre. Like, I was like, right, if I'm on the bench, it's fine. Like, I can just keep working hard or whatever. Like, if I'm involved, like, normally, like, I would have this different attitude towards not starting or, like, not being involved and stuff. But I was just like, I just wanted what was best for the team.
And it is what it is in that sense, isn't it? Yeah.
Because I was like, there's so much more to life. Like, even though this is my job, like, there's so much more to life than just rugby. And I don't know what it was. I just had this complete switch of, like, just changed completely. And yeah, it just shocked me really that I was like that. Like, it was so bizarre. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, that's really interesting, actually. Like, that going through something so shit, like, that's almost like you found a massive positive in that. And like, it takes a certain type of person to actually be able to do that, because I think a lot of people could go the other way and just sort of, like, as Ffion always says, like, wallow in self-pity, and like, yes, it's an unbelievably shit situation. But to be able to almost like flip it on its head and be like, right, what would my mum want me to do?
Yeah.
You know? And we were all like lucky enough to know her and to be, I'm going to cry now.
Oh, forgot we're going to... Oh.
Yeah. But we were all lucky enough to know her and to know how much of a ray of sunshine she was. And then almost for you to come back in and for us to see it, like, you just had a bit about you, you know?
I think for context as well, for people that didn't know your mum was your biggest supporter. She was at every game. She was savage, may I add. The most savage woman ever. She didn't care. She'd tell you it straight, whether it was good or bad.
She'd say it how it is, as it were.
She would be saying it how it is for sure. But like, literally, like, your biggest supporter for anything at all the games. Like, if she's well enough to be there, she was. And yeah, I can imagine why your mindset would be like. I can imagine your mum being like, get a grip, Al.
Yeah.
Get on with it. Turn up. Get shit done. Like, I can imagine her shouting at you in the back of your ear, being like, no, you're going to turn up. You're not going to be sad. Like, and I think what was really nice is when you got play of the match and that game. Oh my God, I'm going.
Oh, no. I know. As soon as that happened, I was like,
it's fate. It's meant to be. Do you know what I mean? It's like fate. And it's like, it's a credit for you, really. It was amazing that, because you've deserved to get that. Do you know what I mean?
And I think, like, what made me, like, cry even more after that game as well is the fact that that time last year, that was the last international game my mum actually watched me play. And I think that probably hit the most as well. And then I got a year after, I was like, oh,
it's like she's out there with you. Do you know what I mean?
So, like, that was hard, but, like, amazing at the same time as well, because it was like
overwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Big time.
Exactly
like, I can't even, like, put into words. Like, I can't even imagine. And especially at the end of a rugby game, you're like, you're knackered.
Yeah.
You're emotionally drained. Like, I cry on the reg after a game, just because I'm tired.
I just cry at home, just sat there at home, just cry.
I'm about to cry now.
On a caffeine coming down.
Yeah, exactly. So that combined with like all that emotion, and like, do you think at all that I know you've mentioned about like not really fully it not sinking in, but like during Six Nations, that kind of stuff, do you feel like you bottled any of the emotion, or were you quite like honest and open with it, or like how did you find that? Because obviously like Six Nations is so much pressure, it's constantly pressure on you with the added emotion of that. Like how was that?
Like, I felt so much support around me. Like, I was able to like express how I was feeling. Like, if I was having a shit day, I'd be like, I would tell people, like, and I think people would know that on me anyway, and like, so I wouldn't feel that pressure on me. And like during games I was like, right, if just go out and just play. Like, there's no pressure on you to be like, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to perform. Like, I'm just gonna go out and just enjoy what I do. And I think me not putting pressure on myself let me just go out and just play how I play. And I think that was probably the best part of what I did for me, really.
Did you find as well that when you were playing that was like a distraction to the point where, like, for me, for example, when I play rugby, I don't think about anything, nothing else. There's literally no room in my brain for anything else. And I can imagine that was almost a nice way to be like, for 80 minutes, I'm just alcohol.
Yeah.
Like, nothing going around me. Is
But like on that point, is it something that you feel like you turn up, you leave your kind of emotion at the door? Like I said to you earlier, like if people didn't know what you've been through, they wouldn't have a clue, because of how you carry yourself. You just alcohol, you just get on with it, you're fine. But then when you leave, is that a different alcohol?
It's hard, like, because when I do come into rugby, I do leave my like baggage there, because I just don't want. I want to focus on my job. I want to do it at 100%. But like sometimes, like, when I get back home and I've got a day off, and I just like, sometimes when you're not doing anything, your brain overworks. And like I sit in the house sometimes and I just have a cry. I let myself have a cry, because I'm like, you're allowed to. You can think about her. Like, I think about the sad times, and I'm like 5 minutes later, I'm laughing about all the things she's done, she's said. I watch videos back, and I'm like, literally either crying my eyes out or laughing, because she's like dancing in the mirror, bloody trying on a new clothes, I guess. Or like
I remember actually seeing a video. One of the videos is when you played that game and she had that thing in her mouth, that like teeth thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god! Didn't it like pop out? Yeah.
But yeah, like sometimes it's so hard. Like, and obviously you both know Dale as well, like our psychologist and stuff, and he's absolutely brilliant. Like, I've been working with him and things, and like told him how I feel as well about, and he tells me it's okay. Like, it's actually alright to have a cry, to think about her all the time, but like think about those happy memories, because sometimes I go in like a little dark place where I just have really like bad thoughts. I'm like, hate the bloody world, I hate everyone, because I'm like, why have you chosen her to not be here anymore? And I think sometimes it's hard to process that, but like, and then I try to think about like the happy memories that I've got with her, and like try and like always remember those things.
Going back to sort of when your mum first got diagnosed, talk us through that. How old were you when that was?
So the first actual time she got diagnosed, I was 12. So she got diagnosed with breast cancer when I was, so I went up to my first year of secondary school, so I was in year 7. I don't remember it. Like, I don't remember like the time she struggled when she was going through chemo and stuff. Like, my dad was saying like she couldn't get out of the bath because her body was so weak. I don't remember this, like whether they like try to hide it, so like to protect us and stuff. And then the second time, because obviously she got the all clear, like everything was good.
Did she have a hysterectomy?
No, nothing.
Vasectomy, sorry.
Yeah.
Vasectomy.
No, she didn't. So because it wasn't as a aggressive cancer, she obviously didn't have to. But the second time, my mum and dad and my brother actually went on holidays. Tenerife, I actually went on a rugby tournament in sevens, honestly.
Priorities.
Yeah, don't know why I did that. Anyway, I went to Tenerife and my mum actually slipped on a sausage, right?
What kind of sausage?
I think I know this story.
Yeah, so she, like a a breakfast sausage. She went down for breakfast and actually slipped on a sausage. Yeah, went down and so basically like she was like, oh, my back's hurting. So like she left it or whatever, came back and she's like, I'm gonna have to go to the doctors because I'm still in pain. Anyway, they send her for like a scan because they're like, oh, just to get things out of the way. And they actually obviously then diagnose her with like secondary stage breast cancer. And she always tells a joke. I'm going to cry. It's a funny story. That the sausage saved her life.
That bloody sausage.
As far as sausages go, that's a good sausage, that is.
But I should have framed it. Taking it home in a suitcase, like.
But like, if she actually hadn't slipped on that sausage, she wouldn't have found out. And like, we might not have had 5 years with her. We might have only had 5 months with her. So like, that's like insane. And then when she actually told us, like I was just in my first year in Cardiff Met, so I'd just moved up in September, like got everything into my new flat, so excited. And then she called us back.
My room, actually.
Yeah. Like, and then she was like, oh, do you want to come home this weekend? Like, let's do something, whatever. So I went home and like obviously my mum, my dad and my brother like were all in the living room or whatever, and we just like sat down. And then she said like, oh, remember that sausage I slipped on? Well, and then she said like her cancer had come back and it was a lot more aggressive than what it was last time. Like stage 4, like, and basically she said like, I'm eventually going to die, basically. And I think like, that was like the hardest thing to like hear. Like how, like my mum at that time was 39.
Yeah.
40. Like, that shouldn't be happening to a 40-year-old woman. And I think, honestly, it breaks me because, like, as soon as she told me, like, everything went out of my mind then. Like, uni, I didn't want to be there. Like, I hated there. Like, I loved the girls, I loved playing rugby and stuff, but
your priorities were
my priorities were different. Like, I just wanted to be home. Like, I wanted to be home every weekend. I wanted to be home as soon as, like, I finished lectures. It was nuts, if I'm honest. Like, I did not know how to react. Like, and I think that was the scary part. Like, I just didn't know what to do. And I think, like, at the time, people didn't get it. Like, you look at my mum, and apart from, like, the last year before she actually passed away, you'd never say she was dying. Like, you'd never, like, she always had crazy bloody coloured hair, always
blue,
smiling,
purple, pink.
always bloody loud. Like, you'd never ever think that there was something wrong, like she was dying, like. And I think that was the scary part. And I think sometimes for me, I forget as well. Like, you do, because you're like, oh, Mum, what you doing?
Pissing me off.
Yeah, you're pissing me off. Leave me alone. But like, when I think about it now, like, oh my God, how I would love for her to annoy the fuck out of me right now and be like, Al, there's bloody stuff in the kitchen. Why aren't you picking it up?
That is a class impression of it. Insert clip.
But Don, shut up,
That was, like, I think, like, I suppose it must have been tough to also think, like, you weren't actually sure how much time you were going to have. Obviously, she had so much more time than what she was originally told. And, like, I think it shows you not to take things for granted. But how is that living with every day? Like, you don't know, you can say you don't know what time you've got.
Yeah, and I think, like, that's what my, like, mindset changed around that. Like, as soon as, like, my mum passed away and as soon as I came back into rugby, I was like, just take every opportunity that you get. Like, if someone asks you to do something, like, just do it. And I think, like, I'm so shit. You know that I'm shit at messaging.
She's shit.
Checking it. I'm so bad.
She's the shittest person ever. I'd probably get a reply from her in like 4 weeks' time. Literally, I'm like, no.
2 to 4 weeks.
I'm like, you don't know what place she's in. You don't know what. You can text me back in 4 weeks if you want, babe.
And then you see her and you think, oh, you are
alive. You're
there. But on that front, like, when it actually happened, I was thinking to myself, how on earth can I support her? Like, obviously knew your mum really well. We literally lived down the road from each other. I was like, how would you support someone that really needs it, but also to respect their privacy and space at the same time? And I was like, right, I'm gonna send her a quote every day for 2 weeks. So she doesn't need to reply. And I can remember texting me like, don't reply, but just so you know, I'm you. And I text some motivational, like really, like, oh yeah, this is one for her today. I was thinking like, I wanted you to know that you had people there and people that cared about you and were thinking about you. But also I was like, but don't think you don't need to reply. But you know that we're all here if you need us, you know? Like how important was that for you? Like you obviously had to have so much time to process it. Like how is that important for you to have that support, but also at the same time you had to have your own space?
Yeah, it was so important. Like it's so bizarre to think like you don't realise like who you've got around you until like something like that happens or like something bad happens or whatever. And I think like having you guys and like everyone around me, it honestly it makes the world of a difference. Like even if I don't reply, which I don't.
She doesn't reply.
I
guys.
don't.
It's all right. Let her off.
But it genuinely
you
does.
had a really valid excuse not to reply. Do you know what I mean? Like,
No, you
do you
don't.
know what I mean?
No, I don't.
She didn't say let's text you back, guys.
I do.
She's like, yeah,
Sometimes.
Every
It's
2
1
to
to
4
2
weeks.
weeks now.
rather than 3 to 4.
Progress.
But yeah, like that support was like second to none, if I'm honest. And I think like having you guys around me was spot on.
How has your role changed within your family now then? Obviously, like your dad and your brother, like have you felt like, okay, I need to step up and do X, Y, and Z? Because like, obviously, they're going through it too. Has it brought you closer together?
The house is quiet. It's so quiet. Like,
Even with the dogs?
yeah. I mean, even with the dogs and the cats.
You've got cats?
Yeah.
I never knew you had cats.
Scarlett and Dave.
Oh my God.
I love that.
Scarlett and Dave.
Scarlett and
I've
Dave.
never seen, every time I've been in your house, I've never seen you have cats.
Yeah.
They're all
I
hiding
only
from the
take a
dogs.
picture of
probably.
Dave though, because I don't like Scarlett. She's like, oh.
I was like, she's sort of slag.
She's slag.
She's
Oh,
a
that is
whore.
deep.
That is
She
really-
does not like Scarlett.
What's
She comes
she
in and
done?
she's like,
I love how she's called Scarlett.
and then like lifts her tail up and like looks at my dad like,
Like if she,
and I'm like,
she was a human.
Yeah.
She was a
like-
human. She'd work in a strip club. That kind of vibe. Yeah.
Yeah. For a treat, mind. For a treat. I'm
we
like,
do
Did
for
your
a
dad
treat.
give in though as a
Yeah.
question? Oh,
She's like,
flipping
oh,
heck.
come on.
come on, Mush.
Grow up in her. Honestly.
But yeah, has it brought you closer?
Yeah. Like, I think it's so bizarre because, like, me and my mum were like this. Like, she'd always be my number one supporter. Even though my dad was always at my games and everything I do.
I didn't
you
know
just-
your dad was
yeah,
for
this
years.
is what I mean.
Years.
He's a quiet man, doesn't say much.
He
does
doesn't. He is quiet. Like my mum's was like centre of attention or whatever, and like my dad would just stand in the background. He'd be
Look
like,
at her go.
I'd see him and I'd be like, "Hi, Dad," and he'd be like, "All right." My mum would be like with her flag.
Oh, flipping heck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's next for Alcal then? So, like, where are you at mentally now? Like, obviously, it's been a fair few months. Like, how are you coping currently? Is it, like, obviously, you said it took you a long time to process it. Like, where's your headspace now with it? Is it something that you're taking day by day? Like,
Yeah, definitely taking day by day. I think like each day is still different. Like sometimes I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, don't want to do this day. Like, nah, it's not fair. Why does she not have to be here? Like, why is everyone else like, I get angry at the world sometimes, and then the next day I'm like, let's go, let's do it. I'm like, woohoo.
how would you find those tough days then when you have to turn up for something? Like, you have to turn, if you're having one of those tough days, but you've got a whole big rugby day, or, you know, what if that tough day happened in New Zealand? Like, how would you turn up for that?
So when I was in New Zealand, I had the best roomie, Meg Webb. Like, she would
Meg from
honestly...
Bridgend.
Meg from Bridgend. Like, she'd be like, right, come on, Al. Even Meg would motivate me. She'd be like,
Flipping
get up,
heck.
let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. You come
Let's
back, you can
go.
have a Pepsi Max cherry. And I'm like, yeah, okay.
All right, you want me over?
You got me. She's like, I'll
All
pay
right.
as well. I'm like, all right. But like, having like that support around you, like, is really good for me. Like, I know that I've got my little like group and stuff, my little close friends, and like, you just know that you're going to be supported when you come in and stuff. Like in training, I know that with our group now, like, you're in sometimes and you're Gwen,
Part-timer.
Talia, Neve, Blucky. It's like a nice little group, and I know that they'll be like, right, Al, when they know I'm just having a strop, they'll be like, sort your head out.
Yeah, but also on the other side of that, though, to be like, can you go easy on her today? She's having a fucking hard day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you also need to flip it to be like, give me a bit of a break.
Yeah,
And I guess
like
it's
today.
Yes, today. It's today. Yes, I had
today.
words. Can you be careful? She's
Yeah, I was fragile.
fragile today. Careful you speak to her. She's struggling. Uppercut, punch.
Yeah, uppercut you. And
Punch your
I
beard off.
needed to bleed. I need to bleed. I need to bleed.
I am bleeding, so the emotion in this room is strong.
Do you find it hard then on days? Do you get frustrated on days where you're like for example, like having people that can be like, look, you're all right, like take it easy today. Do you find that in your head that it conflicts because you're like, oh no, I just want I play rugby out, it's my job, I want to do this, I want to do that. Like, does it conflict? Do you know
Today
what I
is
mean?
a good example of that. Actually.
Yeah, because Jamie's like, pull out on this, and you're like, no, I'm fine, I'm doing it.
I'm doing it.
I'm doing it. Honestly,
I think like it was hard, but like I'm just like just do it, Al. Just do it. Like you've got a weekend off to chill, and like even in the gym, like I know I'm not going to be as strong today. I'm not going to go for PBs. Like I'm just like just get through it.
I was like, oh, she's gone. Without saying goodbye.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm up, like walking out like that. I made it through, baby. I made it through.
I got genuine.
With my protein shake in the car, like yes.
That's a clip. That is a clip if I've ever seen one. Oh my
brilliant.
god.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, let's speak about some good things. Like, what memories have you got of your mum that are funny, or things that you remember? Like, if you're on a hard day and you're like, I'm gonna watch my mum be funny as fuck. Like, let's speak about her.
Okay, so basically, there's one time. Do you remember in New Zealand when we had like family videos sent over?
Yeah.
So like before quarterfinals, we had like a clip of video from
I do.
our like yeah. So
Well, I didn't get one of those videos. I didn't get one of those videos.
didn't
I
get one
missed
from
the
Jack or
memo.
anything.
No.
Oh, okay.
Who did you get them sent?
Nice
pri-
one,
pri-
Jack.
Privately?
HJ sent them.
Oh, sound. No, I didn't get one of
So
those.
the HJ might have messaged Jack and said, oh, Jack,
Jack,
you're
and-
going to get a video.
Unless I've forgotten that part of my memory. I
And
don't
Jack's
remember
turned around and
having
be like,
one.
nah, she's not having one.
No.
So
Sorry.
there we are then. Happy days.
Anyways.
So basically, there was like a video. She sent me a video. She was like, oh, like obviously, like it was quite emotional. Like, and she'd be, oh, if I could be there, I definitely would have flown over. Like, I know she would have. Like, we've spoken about it. Like, she always wanted to come over to New Zealand and watch me play. And then all of a sudden, she's crying, right? There's a noise next door, the neighbour. She goes, "Aye, fucking hell! I'm trying to do a video here."
Was it in live individual? And she sent it to you uncut, just have that.
Honestly, I was like that. Meg was watching it. Meg was crying because obviously he was getting emotional. And then all of a sudden she's like, oh my God, what the hell? Change your personality. She's like, listen to tears. Aye.
We need to get this clipped in.
Oh, God.
Stick that on there.
Honestly, and she's like, oh, I hate my bloody neighbours, mind.
Hopefully not going to listen to this
Are they your
podcast.
neighbours still?
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, yeah, she's still there.
Gosh.
But anyway, and there's another one. Oh my God. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this.
Oh, God.
It's not bad. It's not
we can always
bad.
cut it out.
Yeah.
This.
So basically, my first cap in France in 2019, obviously my mum and dad just come out or whatever. So she got diagnosed in the 2018 in November, came out in February, and came out to Montpellier, is how we played.
Yeah.
I think so.
And apparently, this is what they've said, right?
Apparently.
Everything.
On live television before. Sorry, that just came out.
I know. That's exactly how my brain's wired.
Yeah, well, anyway, apparently everything shuts down at 11 o'clock in Montpellier. This is what my dad has told me and my mum, right? So they couldn't get like a taxi back to the hotel, and their hotel, bear in mind, was like nearly 2 hours away. So obviously my mum's on like new medication and stuff. Like her body was like, she was like fucked basically, and they had to walk back from the stadium.
You're joking.
No, to their hotel, and my mum was like, I need to go to the toilet. I was like, oh, obviously my dad was like, Donna, there's no toilets here.
We got a long way to go, girl.
She's like, Scott, I really need to go to the toilet. And my dad's like, you're going to have to do it. She fucking shits in the street, doesn't she? In Montpellier.
Bridesmaids, like bridesmaids.
She's really doing it. She's shitting in the street.
Insert clip.
Honestly, when they were telling me I I was mortified.
I bet you were.
And my dad was like, it wasn't just a small shit.
Oh no!
It was
Question. What's she
I'm
went
guessing
with?
they had no
What's
dog
she went
bags to
with?
pick it up.
a leaf.
Just the
Just the one, actually. Just the one, actually.
Can you imagine just a leaf being this small?
Just the
like,
one, actually.
oh, it's clean.
You'll have
And
to
then
do.
struts off, continues to walk home.
She shot in the street.
And she just left it there, I'm
In
guessing.
France, in Montpellier.
Left it there.
It's, well, it's their own fault, isn't it? For not getting them a taxi. Do you know what I
It's your
mean?
fault. Yeah, Dawn, it's your fault, girl. Should have sorted it out.
Do you know what I mean? She takes a shit in the street, like.
I'm surprised you find more. I thought you'd encourage that, to be fair.
Yeah, but like.
No wonder where you get it from.
Yeah,
Alex.
no.
It's
I
not
did
your
shit
dad,
in an
is
Aldi
it?
bag for in V Festival.
I'm
want
also
the world
not
to
gonna lie.
And I flung it in someone's tent.
Oh,
So basically, I
alright,
shot like that.
Bleep, bleep, bleep.
Big cut.
I've also
Hello.
watched it many times, pick a nose and eat it.
Oh, no, I don't. I don't.
Oh, you might.
That is
That is hanging.
For context, you just done it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for the
Audio
listeners.
listeners. She just picked a
I
nose
did
and
make the
ate
sound
it.
as well.
Yeah, you did. And she flicks on, touches on people too. Like, get off.
good gosh.
So, what's the best things about your mum that you love the most? Like, what are the things you like? Oh, I want to be like that. Or what do you see in your mum that you see in yourself?
The thing I would want to be like her is her grit and her determination to be like,
Oh, you got that, Cal.
Oh, you have.
You
a
have.
little bit, but like the way she just never gave up. She was like, you're not fucking taking me down, you big C.
Yeah. To be
She
fair,
was
she was a
like-
badass motherfucker with that, wasn't
Like
she?
she was like, no, you're not having me. Like, and she actually fought until her last day on this earth. Like, honestly, like she was like, nah, I'm not going.
I
I ain't leaving. And like, genuine, I think that's what like I want to be like, and I think that's why, like I said to you, like I get up every morning and I try to be like, right, come on, you fucking got this day, let's go.
What do you do then now? Is there anything you like take a dog for a walk? What are your coping mechanisms? Where you're like, right, I got a day off, I'm having a shitty day or whatever, or is this something you've now do that you didn't do before because of this experience, which helps you cope?
Beach walks,
You should do that together, didn't you?
yeah,
Nice.
with Pabs and obviously the boys as well. But like, yeah, I love beach walks. Buryport. Do you know what I mean? Buryport.
Place of
man
dreams.
down there, yeah.
Place of dreams.
Bloody dreams.
There's like a little lighthouse there at like the end, and the key and my mum used to go there as well. So like it's just nice just to have like a little walk there, and it's just nice to. It's just like it's like a little warm feeling like you get because like you feel like they're just there next to you, you know, and you like my mum's just being like, I'm here with you, you know. But yeah, the beach is 100% my happy place. It's where I take myself when I'm sad. I know.
What would your advice be to someone who...
Oh my god, are you going to say that?
Do you know what's
I was gonna
funny
say
is that
I was
your
just gonna
previous
say
question, so I was actually wanted to ask, like, what are the biggest lessons you've learned from your mum, which is essentially what you just asked. And I was like, wait, same page. But yeah, what would your advice be to someone that is going through something that is similar, has got a parent or family member that is like seriously ill? What would or that has gone through the same grief that you've gone through?
Or on that, what would your advice be if there's anything you would do differently now? If that makes sense.
Yeah.
For someone that is going through it.
I think, which is really bizarre, from what I would do differently is research.
Wow.
Yeah, so like I would research on all the foods that are good for her. So like basically like to keep her alive a lot longer.
And is that something that is like
Let's be honest, so when my mum used to go for checkups and stuff, like weight never popped up from the doctor's mouth to be like, right, Donna, you need to lose weight, yeah. But like, and sometimes like you kind of need that from someone, like from that kind of profession, to be able to be like, right, actually I do need to lose weight. And like sometimes it's from a family member, you're like, oh, shut up, will you?
Just
Just
the probably think that's the last thing I need. I want McDonald's.
Yeah.
Do one.
So like I would definitely like research food and stuff, and also like the condition and how like what other things help that. I did a little bit at the end with like different exercises and stuff to keep her active, because obviously like she couldn't walk, and she used to love going out walking and stuff. Like used to try and get her up, so like stand up, sit down and stuff, like stretch her arms or whatever. But definitely more research, just to be like more knowledgeable of the condition and stuff. But yeah, and also like don't take things for granted. Like don't take time with like family and stuff for granted, because I think like once they're gone, they're gone. Like shit as it sounds, like you could be like, they could, like my mum used to be like, right, you come for a spin with me, and I'd be like, nah, mum, go by yourself. Do you know what I mean? But why didn't I go for a spin? Like, should have gone with a take the parcels to the bloody post office. But like, it's like little things like that you take for granted, don't you? And I think definitely that's up there.
So I suppose now, obviously, this not new life that you're living, and with like you say, you feel like you've changed so much. You've had this new perspective. Like, what is next for you? Like, what do you want to achieve? Like, what's on your to-do list? Where do you want to go? Like, how has this experience now changed you to try and be the person that your mum wanted you to be?
Yeah, I think like spending time with family is up there. Me and my dad and my brother have gotten a lot closer. Like we have, and I do love spending time with them, even though they both get on my tits, like, and I get on their tits as well. It is what it is.
Similar.
Yeah, we are very similar. And I think like from a rugby perspective, like I just want to like carry on just enjoying the game. Like if I'm enjoying it, you can just play your best rugby, can't you? Like from that perspective. And also message people back.
She's talking complete shit.
I'm not.
Yeah, I know. We'll revisit that in a year. Maybe we'll be down to 5 to 7 days. Who knows?
I'd be impressed with that, to be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, that.
How has it been for you then? Obviously, like I mentioned earlier, like with your brother and your dad, like have you felt, has that been heavy for you to try and support them too? Like is it kind of been like, you might be having a good day, but your dad might be having a bad day. Like how has that been to see people you also love and care about struggling too, and your nan and stuff as well, like they were really close, aren't they? Like how's that been?
I think like you've got to learn to speak.
Yeah.
Like,
But you've done, I feel like, a lot more now since.
Yeah.
You've closed book, but now I think the more time's gone on,
I've like started to open up a little more.
Yeah.
But my dad's very much like me as well. Like he's a closed book. Like he doesn't want to like put everything on other people. But like I've said to him, I was like, you can speak to me and tell me, because we're going through the same thing. Like obviously it's different. Like she was my mum, like wife and stuff. But like we still love the same person. And I think like sometimes you forget that my dad, like I could be having a shit day, he could be having a shit day. We could just speak to each other and just be like, let's just speak about all the fun things that she done, watch some videos and like chat about her. Like this just literally like keep her alive, like in our hearts and stuff. And I think that's probably like the most, like he has opened up a lot more to me, to my brother. My brother's like obviously got a job now, he's in Tesco or whatever.
Go on, boy.
So like he's like getting back on his feet and stuff, because like he struggled, like he really, really struggled. Like I had rugby to go back to in that sense, like where he didn't, like, and I think like with that, like he's getting back on his feet, and it's like it's so nice to see. Like my dad's back in work, like it's not back to normal, but like it's
new normal.
I know, it's like a new normal.
Yeah.
And I think like that makes me happy that like they're okay. But yeah, it's different.
Did you, not that no one will ever replace your mum, but feel like your brother, do you feel like you have to now take a different role, or do you feel like nothing's really changed between you? You're still your sister, it's still your brother and sister, and like, or did you feel like you had to like put your arm around him a lot more? Does that make sense?
Yeah, like it was like obviously I think we're very close anyway, so like nothing really changed from that perspective. But like I basically told him when it was needed to be like, right, come on, you need to sort it out now. Like, and I think he did that for me as well. Like when we needed that kick up the arse, or when we needed that comfort, we would do that with each other. And I think like even though we argue like cat and dog, like I know that we've got such a good bond that I know he'd always be there for me, and I know I'd always be there for him. So like I think we just have a really good relationship.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. Like it's hard because like listening to that, I'm trying to like put myself in that position, and like sometimes I think siblings as well, we can take siblings for granted. Like my sister, she gets on my nerves. She won't even listen to this, so it doesn't matter. But, do you know what I mean? She didn't even said anything to me about podcasts. But anyway, yeah, like taking family for granted is something I'm really bad for. And hearing you say that does make me want to cherish every moment with them a lot more. And I think a lot of people need to hear that.
Yeah.
Because it's so easily done. Like, we're all busy, we've got to live lives, like, but actually they're the people that are there.
Yeah. Like, even if you just go down to your nan's house for a bloody coffee, like, or something.
Yeah.
You
Like,
might be
just
the only person she sees in the day.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it's just like, because my nan, bloody Kimbo, like, we went for food. Kimbo girl. We went for coffee and food the other day. And I was just like, do you know what? You're like my mum. I was like,
Funny enough, I actually give birth to her.
And my auntie as well. I'm like, Jesus Christ, scary.
Do they say that to you or what?
Well, yeah, they do. Kind of
They're all the same. Yeah, they're all the same. Cut from the same cloth.
I wanted to ask you about how you, like, how do you remember her? Like, I obviously want to bring up your tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
Like, are there certain things? Obviously, you said you go to the beach. Is that something is it something you struggled with at the beginning? Were you like trying to shut out thinking about her or memories in case it was quite triggering, or is it now something you're more open to be like, yeah, I want to go to the beach and think about her, or like you said, you've got a tattoo?
I think like at the start, I felt guilt at the start, like felt a lot of guilt. So like I would like overthink, be like, oh my God, like if I was there, like I could have done this for her, I could have done that. Like, why wasn't I there at that point? And like it is like a grieving process, isn't it? Like people grieve differently. And honestly, like the first couple of months, guilt. I don't know. I couldn't get out with it. I was like, oh my God, like I've done this. And I tried to speak to my dad about it and stuff. And he basically said like some people go through that like process first where they do feel guilt.
Did he feel it similar or?
Yeah, and like it's bizarre, isn't it? Like I still sometimes go through the point where I'm like, right, she's coming back. It's fine. She's coming back, you know? Like you do feel like that sometimes. Like I had a dream about her the other day, like a month or so. It was the first ever dream I've had about her.
Oh wow.
And it was the most realistic thing I have ever, honestly, it was bloody brilliant. So my mum was obsessed with buying sofas off Facebook Marketplace.
Oh my God,
How many have you got in the house then?
No, don't.
At one point there was like 3 in the living room. Gwen, honestly, it was a joke. There was nowhere to bloody stand.
You had got a sofa, you can't sit.
No, honestly. And my front door, right, you can't fit a lot. You can't fit the bloody sofa through the front door.
Did fit 3 though.
Oh, don't.
Take
One of them came through the back.
Hinges.
One of them came through the back. But so basically my dream was like so my dad was bringing through the sofa through the door, sat down, and I'd come in like a couple of hours later, and my dad's sitting on the sofa that he's brought through, and I was like, what the hell, Dad? Like, what the hell's going on? And he just goes like this to the kitchen. He's like, just go out there, will you? So I go out there. My auntie's sitting on like the coffee stool table or whatever. And I look towards the window. My mum's just sitting there. And I'm like, oh my God. And I just turned to her. I'm like, bloody hell, what are you doing here? And she goes, I've just come here to look after you. And then that was it. I woke up. Like, honestly.
That's a sign. If that's not a sign, I don't know what it is.
I know.
So telling him she's there.
And as soon as I woke up, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to have to tell my dad. I was like, Dad, started crying my eyes out.
Were you home at the time?
Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, what the hell? Like, and since then, I've never dreamt about her again. It's bizarre.
Wow.
Like, I didn't dream about her before that, and I haven't dreamt about her then.
Was there anything going on that were you having bad days leading up to this dream, or were you feeling okay?
I was feeling okay. Like, this is what I mean.
Wow.
Yeah.
But, like, it was like...
As if it's like a sign, her telling you, like,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
here,
here.
right?
It was like a comfort thing.
Have you had any signs like that, other than that dream?
No.
Has your TV gone on and off?
No. She'd probably break it.
Yeah, probably would, yeah.
Has any more sofas appeared in the bedroom?
Oh, I'd cry. I'd be like, take it back now. I
don't want it.
I don't want it. Leave it alone now. Nah.
That is funny.
But yeah.
Should we do the book? Or have you got anything else you want to... That was aggressive.
Oh, sorry, I just wanted to
What
make sure
book?
that... I'll tell you in a minute. Let me think if there's anything else.
Oh my God, I need to burp. Sorry.
54.
Yes, a bit longer, I reckon. Anything else you want to mention?
No, there's nothing else, is there?
So you tell us.
Is there?
I don't know.
Maybe I'll ask you about, okay, so how you are now and how you were gonna, yeah.
Go,
But I am a free agent.
like
For clubs out there.
Let's talk about that. What's
France,
the future?
wherever, Australia, New
We
Zealand.
haven't actually asked the question yet, Alex.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Alex Callender's PA and I'd like to sell her to you. She's a chopper. She's a jackal queen. She can't put her hair in a ponytail properly because it falls out all the time. But it doesn't matter. You know, we can braid that thing up.
Yeah.
She's got energy. She's
She
got
does.
passion.
She has
And she's got
footwork.
footwork. She's got it
You know,
all.
she's put on some
Timber.
titting now. She's got strong arms, strong legs.
She loves bicep curl.
She loves a boogie in the gym. She likes protein shakes
Big
now.
dirty
So
Stinking
bass.
bass. Read my mind.
Dirty stinking bass. Big dirty stinking bass.
Space. I don't need no speed.
Oh.
I don't need no heroin.
Oh.
I can. What's it? You can keep your go. You don't
I'm a
care.
baseline junkie. I'm a baseline junkie.
Tell him again.
I'm a baseline junkie.
What?
I'm a baseline junkie.
Big dirty stinking bass. Dirty
The back
stinking
just
bass.
sat here like in the funeral. It's like, was that the gym session? Like,
Oh,
so basically,
gosh.
just for context, that's what you just listened to is what the forwards gym is like. The reason I'm silent is because that's what the backs gym is like.
Max says, turn the bass down. Turn the bass down.
Yeah.
Not turn the bass up.
Silence.
So before we finish onto our like ending tradition, how is Alcal now, and what is the future for you? Like, obviously we just sold her because she needs a club, but
Yeah.
like, what things are you focusing on?
So basically, obviously not having a club. So like I'm training in the gym a lot more. So like I think like my focus is literally going to be get stronger, get fitter, faster. And I think like with this new Celtic Challenge coming up, get game time under my belt before Six Nations. And obviously like hopefully I can go in, fly in, feeling fresh and raring for the new year.
That.
Happy days.
Happy bloody days.
Right, so we have
The
a
book.
closing tradition, okay? So where we have a little book and the previous guest leaves the next guest a question, but the previous guest doesn't know who the next guest is. So the person that's left you this question didn't know that you were the next guest,
Okay.
okay? And then you will leave a question for the next one.
Ooh, interesting.
You got
didn't
two,
even know
I
she
think.
wrote this.
You got two
Um,
questions.
Who would you play in a movie and why? No, that's wrong. I've read that wrong.
No,
Who
it
would
is.
play you in a movie and why?
Oh, yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Why?
Shut
Why is
up.
that?
Would not play you in a movie.
Have you seen her?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
stunning.
You cheeky fucker. Oh my
What
good
would be your
God.
reasoning?
Just picture yours and ate it.
Have you not seen her in
Do you know what?
videos? She's like me.
What's that? Daisy May Cooper.
Yes, that's you. That's her. That's playing her in a movie.
All right. My name's Alex. All right. I can't see it. I can't see it. You're prettier than her. Just saying. But I think she'd play you real well.
Okay, fair, we'll
real
go with
well.
that then, yes.
No, I want your answer.
Well, I just said Jennifer Lawrence because she's like me in interviews because she's really funny.
Fancy
End
say
of.
so
And she's
myself.
a 10 out of 10.
Part
Yeah,
2.
she's
I already know the
10.
answer to this question.
What?
What is your worst habit?
What do you mean? You
Pick
already
your
know it.
nose and eat
That's
it.
not a worst habit. That's a green flag,
green
girl.
flag. I knew you were going to say that.
What's your green and red
All
flag?
right, what is your worst
What
one
is
then?
yours
Please
habit?
do tell me.
I love how we've answered these questions for
Oh
you.
my God.
I know.
Okay. No, this I
Oh,
can't say
no.
it.
No,
This is
God,
disgusting.
no, don't,
Oh.
don't say it. Don't say it.
I leave skiddies in the toilet.
Oh, I knew she does.
Like, on purpose.
I'm really
Do you look at it and go, oh, I
surprised.
didn't that. That was me.
I just can't be asked to get a toilet brush and go like that. Like,
Just
I
cleaner's
don't want
job, is
to.
it?
Yeah.
I think we're going to lose listeners after this.
Yeah, they're going to be like,
You're doing so well.
well.
This is
Sorry,
Alcal.
everyone. Sorry.
Hey, we're
Yeah.
all about authenticness, being who you are.
Yeah,
True,
I'm expressing
true.
myself.
Hey,
girls.
there might be some people listening to this that also leave skiddies in the toilet and they might feel bad about it. And now, do you know
No.
what? An international rugby player does it. You can do it. You do
The
you.
difference is you've got to own it. You can
Yeah.
get those people that leave
You
them
do
and
own
are
it.
like, oh, that's not me.
Yeah, but
If
I do.
If you fart, you say, girls, I farted.
Like she just
It
burped about
stinks.
4 times.
It stinks.
Yeah.
Get it in
Apologies.
my mouth.
And if it doesn't, I say, girls, I farted, but it doesn't stink.
Just to let you know, I did fart. It was silent. It doesn't smell, but I just wanted to let you know that it's there.
And that's
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. It is what it is, girls.
It is what it is.
is what it is.
Right. Well, thank you very much. This.
Cheers.
Oh my God, I'm going again.
Oh, don't. Can you tell she's on a period?
Imagine I didn't care about it.
I know. Can you imagine?
Right, okay, I'm alright. I got myself together. No, I haven't. Do you want to do it?
Yeah, it was
You need to get a grip of your nips, good girl.
Oh, alright. Good.
Tell her.
Yeah.
That was your inner Don Cal, that was.
This podcast
Yeah,
is
get a
all
grip of your
about
nips, good girl.
being okay with being emotional.
True.
Right.
Very true.
I'll keep it short and sweet then. Savage, bitch. You're amazing sometimes. No, I'm joking. Right, no. I don't know how you've done this year. Fuck, I've gone again.
I can't read your mind. So I'm just gonna... You're bloody amazing.
Thanks, Gwen.
And I don't know anyone who would have handled the situation and conducted themselves in the way that you have. And honestly, honestly, you have actually, I think you don't realise how much of an inspiration you've been to a lot of the girls, a lot of the team. Like, whenever we're having a shit day, and like genuinely when I'm having a shit day, I'll be like, there's a lot worse things in the world. And like you made a really good point at the start, is that there's a lot more to life than rugby. And I think a lot of us are very caught up in that. We're all doing the same thing. We all get caught up in it. But actually, sometimes it takes something to just completely throw your world upside down to make you realise, right, actually, like, what are my priorities? And I think, like, coming back into the squad, I was genuinely just in awe of you. I was like, I just don't know how you're doing it. I don't know how you're doing it. But, like, from speaking to you, having this conversation, like, I get it, and I know that it just really can't be easy, and sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. But you make the most. You make the most of the good days. You get through the bad days, and it's only making you the most resilient person that I know.
And on that point, like, perspective, yeah, what Gwen said, I look at you and I think, if I'm having a shit day, I'm like, I've got no fucking excuse, because I'm... What are you feeling more? You just said to me, but she's looking at me crying, and she's had to go up at me crying, and she's looking at me crying. I'm set off again. We're going to have to give context to that at the end.
I don't actually think there's ever been a podcast in the history of ever that's had so much crying and so much laughing in the same freaking thing. Generally.
I just look at you like today, and I was like, I had so much respect for you. Like, when you came in that first day, I literally remember you came in, and I was like, oh, you're in, and I gave you the biggest hug, and I was like, how the hell are you here? I don't know how you've turned up every day, getting your shit done. Like I said to you earlier, performing in that fucking Six Nations. I honestly take my hat off to you. Oh no, I've got it again.
You got this.
I have got it. She deserves to hear it, so give me a second.
It's the nicest thing.
You might need to actually close your eyes.
She's not having it again after this. I can't actually look at her saying it.
Close your eyes.
No, I can't.
You can.
No, I do want to look at her, but every time I look at her, she makes me cry. You are amazing. I don't think you believe it enough. But you are. And there's someone up there looking down on you who's got your back no matter fucking what. And you always, I remember you saying before that you're anything like your mum, I'd be happy, but you fucking are. Your mum has turned up every day when she's gone through that disease and not complaining, gone on with it, and that's exactly what you're doing. So I hope you, when you wake up and you're having shit days, you deserve to have those days where you can take your time. It's okay, but also remember you're going through something bloody awful, and look what you've achieved in this last year. Not even just this year, even going through what you've gone through with your mum. I just hope you realise I've got snobs everywhere.
Pick anything.
It's wet. It's going on my nose.
They're the nicest ones.
Oh, she's hanging. See, what else I say? She's hanging.
Oh, God. There's only one alcohol.
You deserve so much happiness. You deserve literally the world. And like I said, I really, really hope you realise and you give yourself credit for how amazing you are. And this is the nicest thing I'm ever going to say to you, and I'm probably not going to say it again. So take the
Well, we have got it on camera now. You can watch that as many times as you want, honey.
I'll be pinning it out my
That's actually going to make a clip. I'm putting that on Instagram.
God.
I'm putting that on
like
Instagram.
A sloppy, snobby mess.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew this was going to be emotional, and I was very mentally prepared for it. However, I couldn't look you in the eyes, because every time I did, you made me cry.
You're amazing. You're amazing.
Like, close my eyes, I can't even look at it. Yeah, you also are the smelliest, dirtiest person I've ever met.
There it is.
There it is.
It's a backhanded compliment that was, when let's be honest.
Yeah.
No, thank you so much for coming on this podcast. I think it's so powerful and I think important to how open you've been. Like, it's so okay to show emotion and to show your struggles, because there's so many people out there that's gone through or going through what you're going through now. And for people to see this international rugby player has just gone through absolute hell and is still turning up every single day with a smile on her face and getting shit done, like Gwen said, that is fucking inspiring. So yeah, so grateful that you chose to come on and speak about your incredible, amazing mum. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you for asking me for it.
I don't say anything now. She was
really
crying. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
We'll
stop now. Put your mute off.
Bye.
All right.
Thank you
no
very
worries.
much.
No worries.
Sound.
Text me back quicker.